Stadium in East Rutherford. About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go here on a Thursday night. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Rogers going to put it up to get started. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early 3rd down coming up.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. First carry for Joe Mixon. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Quincy Williams in there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A throw left side finds Dell. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Third and 6. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. 11 yards on the pass there. 1st down for Houston.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Stroud to throw. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. They'll look to pick this up. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down to the backfield on 3rd and short.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Stroud. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Houston. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Rodgers here on second down. That's into the hands of Xavier Gibson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Give up the middle with Hall. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first. Here's 2nd and 9. On the run, here's Hall. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Jalen Petrie up to make the tackle. On 3rd down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. And it's going to be 4th down. On comes Greg Zerline to try the field goal. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Stroud going to set up the throw. Diggs on the reception. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And now it's 4th down. The Texans getting all set apart. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Conklin goes in motion. He'll get this out wide. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. On the give, it's Hall. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down. He needed 2 and gained 6.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
He completes this one to Pascal. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They put Wilson in motion. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. 3rd and a yard. Conklin goes in motion. On 3rd and 1, here's Rodgers. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They give to Hall. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Stroud. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He'll air it out down the middle. That's hard. And he will go all the way. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans extend their advantage to 14-3. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First down for Aaron. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That is hard. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
First down throw there is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Second down, Rodgers. He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. And the Texans are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
They'll take over at first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Here we go. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans move out to a 21-3 advantage. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Jets first down. First and 10.
A-Rod now to throw on first down. Quick throw here is complete.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. Rodgers on first down. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Southern California. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game. Just been the inefficiency of this offense, and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Jets first down. They'll run. This is Hall. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now, a second down throw for Travis. Quick throw, taken in. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On first down, it's Travis to throw. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on second and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Travis. That's caught over the middle, it's Wilson. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. From the shotgun, it's Travis. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium's counting on.
Conklin goes in motion. Travis from the gun on third down. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullard. And the Texans are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A throw left side finds Dell. Into space at the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down. From the gun, here's Stroud. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. And that will lead to a second down. A run here with Mixon. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Stroud to throw. Yep, and he did all he could, but he's going to be forced out at the line of scrimmage. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. To throw is Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Williams. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates.
And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to 16.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack. Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Travis to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
Travis. And he'll take it on in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown. Touchdown, Jets. Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. His kick is good. And the Jets are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They will work the middle with Mixon. And a short pickup, too, about the 42-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Stroud going to set up to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Travis now on 1st and 10. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he's going to take this up to the 17-yard line. A first down throw for Travis. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
2nd down, Travis. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
That's good for another Jets.
Travis now to throw here on 1st down. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Travis. He'll get this complete to Gibson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Now Travis. That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw is Travis. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down. They'll run it out of the gun. And it's Hall. Good blocking to the 15. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision. His ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Throwing is Travis. That's hauled in at the 2. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. You do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now Mixon. Whoa. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So it's a win for the